name is Caitlin Pearson, and I chose to do my final speech on abortion. I want to address something before I dive into this very hot and controversial topic. I'm not here to pick sides. I'm not here to ask you what side you are, why you're that side, or change your views in any way, shape, or form. Which, with that, your views, your opinion, and your side is important because it's important to you. However, that's not the point of what I researched and what I want to talk to you about today. So, before I get started, I want to bring up the point of labeling and name calling, because both sides seem to struggle and focus more on the other side and why the other side's wrong than the main issue at hand, which is the people who are making this decision. That's the main focus of abortion, but we're so consumed with right, left, baby killers, baby savers, that we forget exactly why we're here. And I think that's really important to remember that, especially when we are being so discriminative, because that's exactly what in the past, in history, there are tons of examples. Adolf Hitler, his first book, Mein Kampf, which is My Struggles in German, was originally supposed to be titled 4.5 Years of Struggles Against Lies, Stupidity, and Cowardness. Kind of intense, so they told him to shorten it, as anyone would, but it was still basically putting down a group that he didn't agree with and labeling them and explaining his opinions and why he felt that way, why he felt so strongly towards that group. And that book started the Nazi Party. That literally initiated, that much hate became so violent and extreme that they started taking people from homes and putting them in concentration camps. I don't need to go into detail with this, but the thing is that could happen again. Hate, like the words that we say are so important. The words that you say affect so many more people than the people that hear them. Because if they're repeated, that's more people that are hearing them. And if those people are affected, they're going to tell other people. And it creates a chain reaction of hate and negativity on a group of people or for a group of people. Either way, the point is it's not going to get us anywhere, and it distracts us from the main focus, which is the people who are getting abortions and whether or not abortions are right or wrong. So to that, pro-life people, or people who are pro-life or support pro-life, believe that all humans, even unborn, have the right to live and that abortion is wrong and murder. People who are pro-choice believe that women have the basic human right to decide when or whether or not they will have children based on their moral and religious beliefs. Again, I'm not here to say which one's right, which one's wrong, why they're right, or why they're wrong, but I am here to talk about the people that we're not talking about and the people that aren't talking themselves, because we have created such a toxic culture of communication that we can't even always talk about the things that we're experiencing. Take that in, please, for a second, because we've made abortion such a taboo that women who feel like they have no other option still don't feel like they have any other option after they don't feel better, they can't talk about it, they can't receive the help. It's so constricting. And that's why I think it's so important that we need to start speaking for the voiceless. We need to create a culture of story sharing and listening. We need so many women and individuals struggle with their situation and they feel alone or outcasted or trapped or hated and so much more. And as people who have all experienced ups and downs, that's just so unfair to these groups of people that are already not sharing their opinions and voice because they're scared, but now they've been through this experience and they can't even talk about it because people are either going to condemn them or encourage them to speak up. They're stuck. And so with that, CNN article quotes Reverend Susan Chorley, who waited 44 years to come out about her abortion, and she came out during a church service. And she is quoted saying that the isolation that she felt after was more painful than the procedure, and that she had to suffer in silence. So, yeah. And what's actually interesting is that a 90-year-old woman came up to her after the service and sobbed with her for over an hour because she had an abortion when she was 20 and hadn't told anyone. 70 years. The voiceless. Those are the people that we need to pay attention to, that we need to focus on listening to understand, instead of listening to respond. That's why the Pro Voice organization is so important. They replace the judgment with conversation. They bring relatability and understanding and compassion to the table for people who haven't maybe felt that in a while. The decision that these people make doesn't always feel right forever, and it doesn't always feel wrong forever. And just because it did feel right or it feels right doesn't mean that it's easy, and it doesn't mean that they didn't have to deal with the judgment and the consequences, or even the second guessing of experiencing it throughout the rest of their life and not have anyone to talk to. 70 years. And that's why I'm encouraging you to be open-minded and to listen to the people that we're forgetting about, and to be pro-voice, be understanding, be compassionate, and be present.